Sonia Wallins. That's so ridiculous. Sonia Rollins, welcome to BACC Talk. I am so excited to be here today. I have two great ladies with me, powerhouses in their own rights. Ladies, introduce yourselves, please.
Hello, everyone. I am Densie Eyes, and I am the owner of Xtend Barre in Burlington.
Nice to see you, Denise.
Thank you.
I'm Ashley Herron, and I'm the founder of the Miss Pink organization.
This is such a great show to me because we're going to talk about health. We're going to talk about business and women that own businesses and women who start great foundations. So this is going to be a great half hour for us. So Denise, let's start with you.
Okay.
Xtend Barre.
Yes.
How long have you owned Xtend Barre?
So since April 1st of this past year, 2019.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. It's my passion, so I'm really happy to be the new owner.
Yeah, and Xtend Barre has been on 3rd Ave for a while. It is not new to Burlington.
Just celebrated its third year anniversary in August.
Yeah.
So I discovered it. I moved here from Dallas. I worked for Coca-Cola. Moved up here because I met my life partner.
Nice.
And moved into the Tremont, which I absolutely love, at 3rd Avenue.
Yeah.
And I was looking for a bar studio because I did that as a fitness regime in Dallas and fell in love with bar. And Xtend Barre was right there, walking distance.
I love it.
I was one of their inaugural clients, and it just became my passion. I went every day and discovered that the previous owner wanted to sell due to relocation.
Correct.
And so I pursued that, and now I left the corporate world to be a business owner.
Perfect. And you know, I love that you talked about that actually, and that you talked about 3rd Ave and that you live at the Tremont. So for people in Burlington, of course, know this, but for anybody who's watching this, the Tremont and Xtend Barre and great restaurants and all of that is within the 3rd Ave district. And it really has come to life. It's like a little village amongst itself, don't you think?
I keep teasing everyone that I don't even need to drive anymore because I walk everywhere.
Right.
The restaurants are great. They're great business partners. That's what I love about it. It's like we're a little community.
Right.
We partner with each other. They support us. We support them with different events where we mutually benefit.
The whole goal of 3rd Ave and a lot of different things in Burlington, that whole goal was to be able to have somebody live somewhere, work somewhere, you know, do their exercise, not really have to utilize their car to get everywhere they go. And I think it's really prospering there. Do you feel that way as a resident there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every day there's something new happening there.
Yeah.
They just opened Okie Pokey, I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
We've got Twist, has been a great traffic generator, and that's what we really wanted there at 3rd Ave, is people to generate traffic so that we all prosper.
Exactly.
And Twist has done a great job with that, and all the restaurants in there.
What I love too is that they're all chamber members, which we love this, right? Because the goal of the chamber is always about supporting not only good business, but people doing business within the community. And we're so proud to have you as part of the chamber because you're always so supportive of that. So thank you for that as well. Let's talk about bar a little bit for people who don't know what bar is.
So bar is, for us, everyone's a little bit different in their methodology.
Yes.
But Xtend, what it is a fusion of Pilates, dance, yoga, and it's a full body sculpt. So it's for everyone. So you don't have to be, you can be older, you can be younger, you can be at all different weight levels, and it becomes a wonderful exercise regime and that's why I fell in love with it. I'm a runner, but I go to bar because I know it shapes my body in a different way. So it's just a total full body sculpt for everyone.
We had another one of our members here, Denise, who does more, weight training and things like that. And it really complements. I mean, people sometimes think they need one thing over the other, but exercises really complement each other. Do you think that's true?
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm a runner, but I do this because I feel that it impacts my body in a different way.
Right.
And it becomes addictive almost, it becomes your passion. I mean, I used to tease when I took over the studio. I said the reason I bought the studio is I wanted my forever membership. So now I have my forever unlimited membership because I love it so much. And we have women that come in and they try it, they're afraid at first, but they come in, they realize, wow, this is addictive and I'm seeing results.
I love that. Tell us about your hours. People can come earlier, later.
We just started our fall schedule, which is amazing. We have bar classes in the morning, we have yoga, we have Pilates, and we have a noontime express class, and we have evening classes.
So how long is the class?
55 minutes.
55 minutes, nice. And if people wanted to come try it out, it's not a membership per se. They can do a membership or they can do a class by class.
They can come in and try 5 classes for $49, and then they can decide on
That's
a
like a
membership
bargain,
after that.
by the way.
Oh, that is a bargain.
Yeah.
It is. And they have like 2 weeks to do those, and we encourage that because you want to go together to see the results. If you spread it out over a year with your 5 classes, you're not going to see the results.
Now, as an owner, it really speaks in volume that you're not only a person who owns a business, but believes in the product that you're putting out.
Very passionate about it.
Very passionate. So speaking of passionate, I think good business always gives back to the community, right? I'm a big believer of that myself. The Chamber's a big believer of that. And Xtend Barre has done that over and over again. So talk to us about some of the community service you do and you know, things that are happening with Ashley.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as a, coming from the corporate world, one thing I learned that was very important was give back to your community.
Yes.
And as a small business owner, I wanted to identify how I could do that. So we're actually launching a platform, an initiative called Xtend Defend, where we're going to defend against things that impact all of us in our daily lives that can be very challenging. So we're partnering with local charities. And our first one, I'm very excited to announce, is Miss Pink Foundation. Ashley is the founder of that organization, and she'll talk more about what they do, but basically they're helping women in the recovery from breast cancer. So we're holding different events where all the proceeds go towards the Miss Pink Foundation through October through December. September through November. And we just had our first community class last week on the green at 3rd Avenue and raised funds. We have Plie for Miss Pink, where Ashley is going to come in and do a guest cardio dance class. Those proceeds, that'll be on October 15th. And then we also have the sweat crawl at 3rd Avenue. The local partners there, the training room, Rev'd, and us, the 3 of us, are going to do a sweat crawl there, and then Nino's is going to offer free pizza afterwards.
I love it.
So that's on Eventbrite now where people can sign up for that.
So tell people, can they also go to your website, or can they go somewhere else to find all of those dates that you
Yes,
talked
they
about?
can. Yes,
All
they
right.
can. And we put it on our Instagram, and I believe
on
you
Facebook,
have it on yours as well.
And you do have it on yours as well.
And our website.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, it speaks in volumes for what you're doing as a business, but it speaks in volumes to the group that you have. So we are going to come back and talk about that a little bit more. But tell us quickly, Ashley, the name of the organization itself is?
The Miss Pink
The
organization.
Miss Pink organization, and it supports?
It supports local breast cancer survivors during treatment, so we try to offset daily lifestyle stressors by providing groceries or transportation to and from treatment, meals, childcare, basically
wonderful.
simple things to be able to help them really focus on healing and spending time with their family.
You know what? It is actually heartwarming to hear you say that, because as simple as they are, they're not simple when people are going through breast cancer, right? So it's really nice to think that a foundation has been set to kind of help you offset that. And to see Xtend Barre partner with that is just remarkable, because it speaks to the type of business you are.
Yes.
It truly does. Speaking of good business and speaking of great people in the community, the Captial Grille happens to be one of the long-standing restaurant partners with the Chamber of Commerce, but also known in Burlington. So we are going to take you off to Chamber Spotlight. This month is on a foodie segment. I was very fortunate to be able to go to the Captial Grille and meet the chef there, meet the managing partner there. Outstanding
We love
stuff.
the Captial Grille.
Don't you? And you know what? Everybody thinks steak, and it is good there, and everybody thinks fish, and it is good there, but they make a burger like you have never seen. And I know I shouldn't say that while we're working out, but it's just the truth. So we'll be right back after this foodie segment at the Captial Grille. Hi everybody, Sonia Rollins. We are here at one of our foodie segments for Chamber Spotlight, a Burlington favorite of course, the Captial Grille. We're excited today to show you why the Captial Grille steaks are so well known, not only in Burlington but throughout anywhere that one of their restaurants are available. Come on in with me. We're going to talk to Adam Mackler today, who is the managing partner, and we're also going to be able to see our executive chef firsthand make you some things that you will not want to miss. Adam, thank you, by the way, for letting us in.
My pleasure. How are you today?
Very good, thank you. You know, everybody loves being at the Captial Grille. Everybody loves to hear about people going to the Captial Grille, and we know you're busy, so this is actually wonderful for us to be able to have a Chamber Spotlight here.
Thank you.
I will start by saying you deserve to be a Chamber Spotlight because nobody really gives back to the community as much as your group does. You've been here for how long? As the
Well, I've been
manager?
working at the Captial Grille Burlington for 7 years. I've been with the Captial Grille for 23 years. But the Burlington Captial Grille, we've been here since 2007, so around 13 years now.
13 years, and for 13 years strong, honestly, you've been involved in the community. And in the 7 years you've been here, we've seen you at so many different community outreach type programs, which is wonderful. We'll talk about them in a minute. But let's
Thank
first
you.
talk about why people come here, because you have more repeat customers than really most restaurants around. I mean, a lot of people will try new places, but this strikes me as a constant, something that everyone wants to come to all the time. Can you speak to why?
Yeah, well, we have a lot of regulars that come into the Captial Grille. We have a lot of first-time guests and a lot of repeat customers and guests that we have here. I think it's for many different reasons. I think number one, it's the product, it's the quality of the food, it's the quality of the service. We try to have a club-like environment here that's open to the public, so anyone can come in, but when you come here, you're going to feel like you're your own personal club. And I also think it's my team. I think my team is a really big part of the reasoning why people want to come back and see and come here and eat.
We know the environment is really beautiful, but Captial Grille is known, of course, for its seafood and its steak, but it's really known for the quality of the steak. So talk about that a little
Sure.
bit.
So what we do here at the Captial Grille is, and not a lot of places do it these days, we dry age all our steaks in-house. We have a from scratch kitchen that the chefs make everything here in the restaurant, but especially with our steaks. So what we do is we do a process that's called dry aging. The chefs, we get our meat delivered, dry aging room in the restaurant that is kept at a 33, 34 degrees and a 79, 80% humidity. And what that does to the steak is it tenderizes the beef and it adds flavor to the steak. It's just the best center-cut steaks that you can get.
It really is a team effort.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and you feel good about every steak you're putting out on a table.
Yeah, and that's one of our focuses. We want to make sure that every single steak that we put out is perfect.
Right. Now, for those who don't eat red meat, let's talk about the seafood at the Captial Grille.
Well, people, the seafood here is probably some of the best I've had anywhere. We get all our seafood in daily, fresh, every single day delivery, Monday through Sunday. So not a lot of places get it 7 days a week. We get it 7 days a week. We have some of the freshest salmon. We have, yellowfin tuna. We have Chilean sea bass, sustainable.
Yeah.
We also offer a lot of, vegetarian options, and we also offer vegan options as well. I know our chef gets in a few different times a week. We get tofu in, so we'll do a nice vegan dish as well. But the seafood is one of the hidden gems on the menu.
And there's a burger special that's going on for
So
November.
we started it in first week of September. We go all the way through the middle of November with it, and what it's called, it's our Wagyu and wine. So what we do is in our bar and lounge, you can come in, you could have one of our high-end cheeseburgers. We have one, for instance, it's Wagyu beef, and then it has a nice fried egg on top on a brioche bun with wonderful French fries, and then you could pair it with a very high-end glass of wine. Like this year, we're doing one of the wines, for instance, the Stag's Leap, the Investor. We're also doing a BV Pinot and a Beringer as well, and it's a beautiful program. Everyone comes in, they love it.
They love it, and it's a value for the glass of wine and a solid burger.
Yeah, and the burger, it's pretty much you're getting almost a free glass of wine when you come in to get it. It's really beautiful, and it's in our bar and lounge. But if you came in and you want to do it in our dining room as well, if you ask for that, we'd be able to do that as well.
Let's go back to what we started with a little bit here, which is the community outreach program, which honestly, unparalleled what Captial Grille does for the community every day. And there are a few different things. You recently adopted a class, which is very noble, for
we're
scholarships.
2032. One of my favorites that we've done since I got here is the Relay for Life.
Absolutely.
This year we were honored
dinner to the survivors.
We were honored to be able to do that, to serve to the survivors, and that was a very special night for me and my team.
Yeah.
We work with people helping people.
Yeah.
I know they're in the process of starting their raffle now, that we do a big dinner.
Absolutely.
That helps the Burlington and the Burlington Food Bank. And
Absolutely.
you know,
You've done great things with the chamber. You're always a great chamber member, which we always appreciate with that.
Burlington is a dining destination now.
Isn't that remarkable
really-
too?
it's
Talk
beautiful.
about that, Adam. I mean, in the last 7 years, it's kind of amazing what's happened in the Burlington
well,
marketplace.
now you don't have to go to Boston for dinner.
Right.
You can come here. You get this, better food, better service.
Absolutely.
Some of the super high-end restaurants that are here, like us.
Yep.
Really, when I go out to eat, I come to Burlington.
Yeah, it's true. So, lastly, events for people.
Yes.
I think sometimes, of course, people know the bar is here. Of course, people know they can come and have a great dinner here. But you have rooms that can actually accommodate events for people.
Yes, we do. So we have 3 different rooms. We're in one now called the Wayside, seats up to 22 people.
Yeah.
We also have a wine room that seats up to 35, and then we have a boardroom which seats up to 12. You have a personalized coordinator for your whole event from the beginning till the end. Private dining menus if you'd like. We could do custom menus. We've ordered flowers. We actually order from a whole bunch.
A whole bunch, another member.
In Burlington,
right.
that's
yes.
where we get our flowers from. We could order cakes. We could pretty much do anything that you want for the event.
We are thrilled to kind of showcase what we all know, but if you've never been to the Captial Grille, folks, you really should come here. It is something to not miss.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, we are in the back of the Captial Grille, and we are here with Executive Chef Partner Tommy Patrick. Chef, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're really thrilled because everybody gets to see the front end and all the great food that you send out, but it's really nice to kind of get a sneak peek in the back, so we really appreciate you being here.
First dish we're going to do is our bone-in 18-ounce sirloin. It is our dry age, which kind of separates us from a lot of the other Captial Grills. We
Right.
dry age ours 18 to 21 days. It's very tender. The one we're doing today is Kona crusted, which I'm going to be showing you today, our Kona rub. So we make this, most important thing when we do this is that it's no clumps. It's evenly distributed. If you get a clump, somebody that bites into the rub will get a salt or something they don't need. All right, let's go cook a steak. All right, this is our dry aged bone-in sirloin, 18 ounce. All our meats are handcrafted, hand cut. Our meat cutter cuts them intricarded. All our meat gets tenderized, so it helps to even more tender. So you want to make a good coating. So let's get this in. So this is our broil. It cooks with direct heat, other than indirect heat. It gets upwards of 550 degrees. What our steaks have, you'll notice a lot of char. Char is the flavor, gives a flavor in. If you're broiling and you don't have some char on your steak, you're not doing any justice to the process of the broil. You want to have some char, have some flavor on it. The finished result,
That's beautiful.
everything made from scratch in-house. A lot goes into everything. Something as simple as a mashed potato, it's involved. Everybody gets involved. So let's plate this up. So then we have our famous shallot butter. It's made in-house. It's made with sautéed shallots, our jus, white wine, our seasoning salt, and a little bit of cream.
Now tell me, you said that there was something else new that came on that you wanted to discuss.
It's our Nuesky's cherry wood bacon.
Okay.
So people that have had this already, they rave about it. They're very happy about it. So this is we hand cut all our bacon in-house.
Yes.
See, that's a nice thick piece. Also jacquarded. And it just tenderizes it. So our bacon has, the Nuesky's bacon, it's smoked, it's got a nice smoky flavor, cherry wood. You don't need to add anything to it. We just cut it in-house, we put it in our broil. It's served with our made in-house tomato jam and our pickled shallots.
How gorgeous. And you said that's new on the menu.
Brand new, just came out last week.
Burgers are not new to the Captial Grille.
No, we're very well known for our burgers. We have a Captial Grille burger. The burger by itself is delicious, but you add Havarti cheese and an egg on top, and you're good. You can't go wrong.
Right.
Well, Wagyu patty, right from Pat LaFrida. We use our steakhouse seasoning salt. Everything we do, we season all sides of everything. If it's the burger or a steak, and our Captial Grille seasoned salt goes on everything.
Perfect.
And if it's in our rubs, it goes in our rubs also. Same thing with the char. We want to get a little bit of char, a little flavor, and on the burger itself, it brings out a lot of flavor from having it.
Okay. And people have to come try it at the bar. You can always get a burger at the Captial Grille.
Always get a burger. Check on our burger.
And they are served with...
So they all get a 3/8 inch French fry with a ketchup.
Tell us about the buns that the burgers are served on.
So the bun itself has a meaty texture to it and a smoky flavor.
Executive Chef Tommy Patrick, thank you for joining us. We can't thank you enough for all the good food. All right, gentlemen, I can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your busy day. I know it's a lot given the amount of people that come through, but with me today, again, Executive Chef Partner Tommy Patrick and our Managing Partner Adam Mackler, both from the Captial Grille. Thank you both for being here.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today. It was fun. Thank you.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, let's do it again for sure. Folks, don't miss it. The Captial Grille, located at Wayside Commons. If you haven't been here, you don't know what you're missing. Come in, try the steak, try the seafood, sit at the bar, have yourself a burger and a glass of wine. So many opportunities. And if you haven't had lunch, do it here for sure. For Chamber Spotlight, I'm Sonia Rollins. Thank you so much to the Captial Grille. It is, I'm telling you, Katie and I are one of our producers for the Chamber. We always talk about how it's quality control. We have to, not only did we get to go there, but we got to taste it, and I assure you everything there was great. Thank you again to the Captial Grille for this foodie segment. I am back. We have switched out a few people, so Densie Eyes with Xtend Barre. Thank you again for joining us in the first segment for BACC Talk. And now we talk about the second part, which was a partnership that Xtend Barre is doing with the Miss Pink organization.
Yes.
Ashley, you are the founder of it, if that is correct.
Mm-hmm.
And you have one of your warriors with you, so introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Andreia Sacca, and I'm a Miss Pink Warrior.
That's fantastic, Andrea. Thank you for joining us, because I know it's probably a little bit difficult to come on TV and talk about this, so I am grateful that you're here. We're all grateful that you're willing to chat about it and to talk about some of the great work that Miss Pink has done. So let's start with that. You're the founder, and it always intrigues me because I have a sister who founded a nonprofit, and there's always a love for it when you start. So tell us why. The why of why it came about.
When I was younger, I struggled with feeling beautiful, and during that same time where I was struggling, my great-grandmother was diagnosed with breast cancer and my grandmother ovarian cancer. Yes. And watching them, they started to feel not beautiful, and to me, I never thought they were more beautiful than ever before because of everything they were fighting for.
Yes.
And so I wanted to try to find a way to redefine beauty, and based off of society's standards. So society they look at women and they see their breasts and their ovaries and their hair, and that's everything that you're stripped of when you're going through breast or ovarian cancer. So how do we redefine that and celebrate women for what true beauty is? And that's finding the strength in being vulnerable and celebrating that. And so that was where we started the Miss Pink pageant. So we have Pink Warriors share their stories, they're being vulnerable, and we celebrate that beauty. But from that event, we learned a lot more about the needs of these breast cancer survivors, and from there we launched a way of allocating our funds to be able to support them through basic medical needs. So like I mentioned before, we provide groceries or transportation to and from treatment. We've even helped women find housing, because when you are going through breast cancer, financially that burden is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And we had a family that they ended up living in a campsite. So locally, we actually ended up moving them into a Woburn house, and we're really grateful for the organization and what we're able to do, but we're also extremely grateful for the community that we're a part of, like Xtend Barre. If we didn't have these businesses that invested in us, we wouldn't be able to do the work that we're doing.
It's actually remarkable. If you say nothing else for the next 7 minutes, you've said everything. That is just beautiful. It really is. I mean, so Andrea, talk about that a little bit. You know, hearing her describe that and then being on the other side of that.
So just once you're diagnosed with something so devastating, you know, everything flies through your mind. Obviously, first and foremost, I don't want to die, right? And second of all, I was 40 years old when I was diagnosed in 2017, and I had young children. So the next thing that goes through your mind is I've got children. I can't leave them. And I was introduced to Miss Pink by a fellow Miss Pink winner. So she pulled me in and she was like, this organization is really going to help you. And they did. I got my Miss Pink robe. It was my first item from Miss Pink that I was given immediately, right off the bat. And it was really nice to have, because I knew that when I went to chemo, I had this, or I didn't actually just use it at chemo, like around the house. When you come home, you're chilly, you throw it on. And Ashley hit the nail on the head. You know, it was about making me feel beautiful again. You know, you worry about, obviously, death, about your children, and somehow having, if you will, a sorority of women that are in that same position that you're in helps to support and eliminate those fears.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing. How long ago was that when you were introduced to Miss Pink?
So I was diagnosed in May of 2017 with stage 2 triple negative breast cancer, which for people that don't know is a really aggressive form of breast cancer. So immediately after my diagnosis, I was introduced to Ashley's organization and then nominated for Miss Pink for this year. Was it, what's the year is this? 2019?
Wow, I know, the years go by.
What year is this?
Yeah.
And became part of the family that way. And since then, I've really wanted to remain a constant in the organization. I believe in supporting my sisters. I believe in, the financial support is fantastic. And believe me, it's much appreciated when you need to pay for groceries or rides to and from treatment or electric bill or little things like, child's care.
Of course.
But the bigger thing is having support from.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, actually.
Yeah, I mean the whole day of being part of the pageant. I say I've been married and I've given birth to 2 children, but that is right up there because I was on cloud 9 for about a week and a half.
I love that.
I mean, they bring you in, and for the few hours that you're there, you forgot, and it's really hard to forget.
Yeah. It really is hard to forget. Oh, you're going to make me cry. All right, so now we're going to all be like, we have to go, we're going to cry. Yeah, but you know what I love about that? I love a lot of things. A, that you say it's family, that you called them your sisters, that people who have been touched by it. And I think, unfortunately for all of us, we've all been touched, whether it's someone really close to us or whether it's us ourselves or so on and so forth. That's a lot. It's a lot to take on. And to think that you have people around you who can do that with you is beautiful. So all is going well for you right now.
I hope so. I mean, you're never really out of the woods, but I am 2 years, 4 months, 7 days.
Right. Every minute, don't you? Yes.
Yeah.
And so we are keeping our fingers crossed for you.
Please,
you look
prayers.
beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I can't tell you how heartwarming this is to me because really, but not for us being introduced in something like this or someone watching you on TV and being able to see that or seeing it on social media, no one would know about this. No one would know about the challenges of what people go through.
No.
And it really is a beautiful organization. It really is. So how, Ashley, do people find you, or how do they find you to help, or to attend events like the one that's coming up at Xtend Barre? Let us know. How do we get to you to help people like Andreia?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that question because we don't invest.
As am I.
We don't really invest in
marketing so much.
in marketing because it's all word of mouth, and we want to maximize every dollar that's donated. So we give back to the community.
Yes.
We're 100% volunteer based. So going to our website.
100% volunteer based.
No one gets paid.
I love that.
Yeah, we're really proud of it.
Yeah.
So going to our website, misspink.org, finding us on Facebook or Instagram, also checking us out. We'll be at the bar crawl or the sweat crawl, on October 3rd for Xtend Barre. I'm sorry, October 5th. And we're really excited. We'll be there to chat about some of the upcoming events that we have taking place throughout the month of October.
And you are teaching a class, if I remember what you said at the beginning.
Which I'm excited about.
Are you going to the class?
I absolutely am going to go now.
Yeah, that's right.
October 13th, we're going to do a play for Pink.
Absolutely.
So I'm really excited about just being able to partner up with the community, especially in the Burlington area, because we work so closely with Leahy Clinic. It's just home for us.
That's beautiful.
In our runway.
So,
yeah, we have a fashion show coming up.
October
there is a fashion
24th.
show?
There
Tell
is.
us. Where is the fashion show?
It's at the
That's a
Blue
big
Hill
event.
Country Club. We're partnering with a couple organizations. On October 24th, our Miss Pink Warriors of 2019 will be strutting the runway, along with some local celebrities and pro athletes. So we're excited about that event as well.
It's fantastic. How long has Miss Pink been around?
We just celebrated our 10th year.
This year, right?
That's big.
Yes.
Isn't that big? Well, happy anniversary.
Thank
That's
you.
beautiful.
Yeah.
All right,
so
ladies.
grateful.
This is as good as it gets for me. So let's see if we can recap for everybody.
Yes.
Xtend Barre, they're located on 3rd Ave. Please look them up, Instagram, Facebook, on their website. They will have all of the different classes they have. Denise Eyes would love to have you there and try out a class. Please look up the schedule for the Miss Pink organization and the different events they have, especially the sweat crawl
Yes,
and
the
the
sweat
classes that are going on 3rd Ave. Again, 3rd Ave is a great member of the chamber, as is Xtend Barre, and we love that. We love having people there. Ashley and her group for Miss Pink, if you can't make those but you want to do something to help, please look it up. Tell us the website one more time.
MissPink.org.
That's so easy.
Super
MissPink.org. Andrea.
Andrea.
Caught myself.
Thank you.
Andrea, thank you for being here. Thank you for having the courage to talk about it.
Absolutely.
We have our
Always.
fingers and toes crossed for you.
Fingers, toes, legs, hands, arms,
Everything I
eyes,
got.
whatever you got. Yeah, prayers. I take prayers. Keep them coming. Yeah.
We will keep
Not
them
just for me, for
coming.
every woman that's suffering.
Absolutely. That's as good as it gets, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. For BACC Talk, I'm Sonia Rollins.